gentlemen, 7 months ago in Orlando, Florida, your Los Angeles Lakers won the 17th world title in this great franchise's history, defeating the Miami Heat in 6 games. Now, the time has finally come to share this milestone accomplishment with you, the greatest fans in the NBA. At this time, turn your attention to the video board and the championship banners as we begin our special presentation.
The Lakers go on to take the series to become the champions.
The incomparable George Mikan has earned the name of Mr. Basketball himself.
And the Los Angeles Lakers are the world champions of basketball.
Magic is going to start at center.
The most valuable player, Magic Johnson.
The Lakers, it's over.
The Lakers are the world champions.
LA comes to Boston and wins the world title.
Magic down the middle, just what I thought. A hook shot at 12. Good!
Next year, we're going to win it again.
Back to back. Yeah. Yeah.
Second straight. Georgia's going to get another.
Los Angeles Lakers, 3 straight.
The Lakers are NBA champions once again.
The Lakers repeat back-to-back titles.
Wide open.
We just want our respect. Rob wants his respect. Coach Vogel wants his respect. Our organization wants their respect. Laker Nation wants their respect. I want my damn respect, too.
Back here in the NBA bubble.
Welcome to the playoffs. The Lakers are back where they belong.
LeBron, say it with your chest.
We built different, dog. We built different. Danny Green with a nice defensive play.
Have a night, Marquise Morris. Caruso one-on-one. He dunked it. And the Laker bench is going nuts. Rondo brings in Anthony Davis. 3 for the win. He got it!
Oh, denied by Howard.
Playoff Rondo is real. The Lakers back to the NBA Finals.
Kuzma finds Davis for the slam.
Huge 3 by KCP. It's good. Anthony Davis with the dagger. The Lakers are the world champions.
Their 17th title. The sheer joy. It's going to be a long, long night.
Credit to this group right here, this group of players. We got it done.
To hear that hunger walking and we NBA champions, you can't even put it into words. For me to be a part of such a historical franchise, it's an unbelievable feeling. It means a lot.
Let this trophy serve as a reminder of when we come together, believe in each other, incredible things can happen. Laker Nation, when it's safe, I look forward to celebrating with you. We've waited until now because our banners have always been about our fans. It's so good to hear you guys together and be together as family again. We've been awarded our trophy. The players have their rings. Our final piece of business is to commemorate our 2020 NBA championship, is to honor our fans with the banner. I'd like to turn it over to our leader and team captain, Lebron James.
Thank you, Jeannie. On behalf of my teammates, coaching staff, training staff, myself, and the other team captain, AD, we would not send this banner to the rafters without you guys. And I know we're missing a lot of our Laker faithful, but this is absolutely for you guys. We said we would not reveal this banner until we had some of you guys in the seats. So this is you guys' moment. We had our ring night. We wanted you guys there, but we made sure we saved the banner for y'all. So we love you guys, and on the road to back-to-back starts in about a week. So let's get going.
They're coming down in 3, 2, 1. NBA World Champion Los Angeles Lakers. Thank you, Jeannie and LeBron. And now welcome number 3, Anthony Davis.
Laker Nation, man, what a feeling. I never thought that I would be raising one of these banners, man. And it's all because of you guys, all because of you. Your continued support for me, my teammates, the coaching staff. You know, before the hiatus, you guys was loud in the building. Even when we went to the bubble, you guys every day, every night come in and be on the screens, and we see you guys cheering for us, man. That means a lot to us. And without you guys, we wouldn't be able to raise this banner or have this trophy behind me. So I appreciate you guys, and like Bron said, let's get it going to try to repeat.
Thank you, Anthony. Laker fans, one more time for the 2020 NBA World Champion, the Los Angeles Lakers.
There it is, banner number 17. Big game. I got chills just watching it.
I do every time I see one go up, you know, especially since this one, of course, ties the Boston Celtics at 17. So I think our chances of surpassing them gives me great joy thinking about that as well. But as Jenny said, you know, the fans, this is their blood, sweat, and tears, you know, trying to find a parking spot, going to get popcorn, don't want to miss a play, going to the restroom, you know, trying to get a ticket to a playoff game, you know, watching it down at ESPN Live outside. You know, this is what they get for all of that emotion and all the sacrifice that they make, trying to get their kids to the games. You know, it's just a lovely presentation for the fans. I just love it for them.
It's always about repping that purple and gold. And when you can rep it as a champion, it's something special, because I guarantee you every fan that's sitting at home watching us right now, they probably got on their purple and gold tonight, because it's like, this is what it's all about. This is what it's all about, going and winning championships, marking your spot in Laker history and NBA history by raising that banner.
And the one thing, the bragging rights. They take that to the workplace. They take it to the airport. What? When's the last time? Okay.
To win one is hard.
Yeah.
To repeat, to do it back to back. You heard LeBron say it right there. In about a week, that quest starts. Woo! Here we go. It's time to get you back to Staples Center. Bill McDonald, Stu Lance, they got the call. Billy Mack, it's all you.
Allie, thank you. Let's go.
The newly acquired Dennis Schroeder said he intends to start at point guard for the defending champs. The Lakers have not settled upon their starting lineup, sources told ESPN, though Schroeder would consider him starting at the point guard spot. He also could be asked to fill in off the bench. Sources have said that as well. Max, I'll start with you here. How much pressure is on the Lakers to repeat?
I think there's more pressure on the Lakers this season. Yeah, I didn't hear either. I'm sorry. I'm assuming you said me, but I don't know.
Max,
Go ahead,
Max.
Go ahead, Max. Because Stephen A. didn't. Okay. All right. I think there's more pressure on the Lakers to start this season, to win this season, than there was last season. Like, do you remember before last season that survey of GMs, right? I think it was right before the season started. It was late October or November. Who is most likely to win? GMs, right? So they survey 30 GMs, all the GMs in the league, and they ask, who is most likely to win the championship. These people, their living is dependent on knowing this kind of stuff, of evaluating talent. Number 1 was the Clippers. Number 2 was the Bucks. Lakers finished a distant third. They turned out to be wrong. But the perception was going in, the Lakers may not win it this season. And why not? Like, this is the third time LeBron has formed a super team in a location. The first time is he went to Miami. Dwayne Wade and Chris Bosh. And then Miller and all these guys, yeah, we want to play there too. They lost the championship year 1. They got there, but they lost. Same thing happened in Cleveland. Oh, they got Kyrie and the number 1 pick. They could flip Wiggins into Kevin Love. I'll go to Cleveland. There's another super team. Year 1, he lost. True, everyone got hurt, but he didn't win the championship year 1. LeBron usually figures that out year 2 because you got to get the details just right. It's hard just to throw guys together and have them win a championship. So I would say the expectation among most who knew was not that the Lakers would win, yet they did. But how about this season, guys? What's the expectation now? A lot of people would say the number 1 and number 2 players in the world are both on the Lakers. They just won the championship, and I think everyone agrees they improved at least on paper in the offseason. Montrezl Harrell and Schroeder and Marc Gasol. So, yeah, there's more pressure now, especially, Stephen A., as you know. You spent enough time in L.A. and have covered the league long enough and have been alive long enough to know. Lakers fans, they get greedy. You know, the reason they want to win a championship is because you can't repeat or three-peat without winning the first one. Now they expect it. So do the odds makers, and I think there's more pressure than ever right now.
Well, for me personally, when I think about three-peat, that's the only time that I'm interested in applying any kind of pressure to LeBron James at this stage and point in his career. He's never done that in his career. He won back-to-backs in Miami. He won 1 in Cleveland. He won 1 with the Los Angeles Lakers. But he's never three-peated like Jordan. He's never three-peated like Kobe. And so because of that, I would like to see that. I don't think that will happen. But then again, you never know with the arsenal that they've put forth. The bottom line is I don't think there's as much pressure on the Los Angeles Lakers to quote-unquote repeat outside of that. I think there's pressure on LeBron James to win another chip before he departs from L.A. since he'll have Anthony Davis. And by the way, speaking of Anthony Davis, congratulations to Clutch Sports and Anthony Davis. I don't know why the hell they're in the news for him not signing. It's a 2-year deal, it's a 3-year deal, or it's a 4-year deal. Either way you slice it, you're getting the max. What the hell is all the drama about? Sign the damn contract.
Yeah, just tell them what you
want.
want.
Are you really leaving Southern? Are you really leaving Southern California to go to the windy city of Chicago or to the New York Knicks under Dolan, Max Kellerman? I mean, is there really some suspense as to where Anthony Davis is going to go? But they're in the news. I mean, so hey, more power to Rich Paul and Clutch Sports. Major props to them. He's been doing a good job. Here's the bottom line. At the end of the day, when you look at all the moves that the Lakers made, certainly they're the favorites, they're the prohibitive favorites. But, Max, I was of the mindset, if you remember, I said the Lakers had to win last year. I'm not trying to say there's no pressure, because, of course, there's pressure. I'm saying there was more last year than now. The reason why is because I firmly believed if they had lost last year and somebody else, say the Clippers, had knocked them off, all right, or, God forbid, Denver, okay, then what would have happened was it would have been that much harder for them to ultimately overcome, get over the hump, because there would have been even more pressure to bear on LeBron and Anthony Davis. They would not have won together. Everybody would have been like, what's up, what you gonna do? Meanwhile, those other teams knew how to win. But the fact that that has not happened and the Lakers ended up handling their business in relatively dominant fashion, I might add, the bottom line is because they handled their business the way that they did and they won the chip and they already know how to win together and they've gotten that off. Now they could just go and play basketball, may the best team win. They should be it. Again, there's pressure because they're the prohibitive favorite. But it's nothing compared to what it was last year, because if they had not won last year, it would have been significantly more pressure this season and beyond.
But the reason is, I think there's a problem with that kind of thought experiment. The reason that there's more pressure now is because they didn't lose to the Clippers. They never met the Clippers. They didn't lose to the Nuggets. They didn't lose to anyone. And Stephen A., the truth is, they never really came close, brother. They never really came close. That was kind of an easy championship win. Not that winning any championship is easy, but we've seen teams get to a nail-biter Game 7 along the way, right? Right, they made it look easy. Could someone even take them to a Game 7? No. No. That was like Jordan on the Bulls type stuff, right? Like, oh, y'all can't even take this dude to a Game 7. Those might be the two best players in the world. So the fact that we now know that they were that much better than the rest of basketball last season, and we all believe they got better, but we don't look at any other team and say, see that team right there? That team was knocking on the door, and they just took a giant step forward. We don't think that about the Clippers. You may think they got marginally better or marginally worse. The Bucks got a little better, but they didn't even get out of the East. Did the Heat get better? Maybe if certain guys improve because they're getting a little older, but no one. We don't see anyone on the, it's not like the Nuggets acquired some major star or something like that. We're like, okay, now what are they going to do? So for that reason, there's more pressure now because we know what the Lakers are supposed to do. The expectations are higher.
Well, again, I disagree. I mean, because the expectations are higher because we're looking at them and some of the moves that they made, and they're the prohibitive favorites. But I look at Denver. One could argue that there's addition by subtraction. Even though we all like Jeremy Grant and he can ball, the fact that he's going to be gone, Bart's going to come back, but you've got Michael Porter Jr. that's